Hi, this is Red with Red's Power Maintenance. I'm a small engine mechanic specializing in golf carts, tractors, and lawn equipment, outdoor power equipment, and ATVs. What we're doing here is something new for me. I'm doing a little bit of a tool review channel, trying to get some tools that I don't see reviewed very often on YouTube. But my new tool today and what I'm reviewing is this, Williams. It's JHWM-52EHFA. I don't see a lot of tool reviews for Williams. In this particular ratchet, they're fairly old. And there's some new things I think that Williams has done to it to make it. So it's time for an updated version of the review. Start with the fit and the finish of it. It is nice. Very nice. You know, I don't know if this is drop forged or what. I assume they've done some machining on it as opposed to like your typical grinding. At $40, everything is just symmetrical. There's no sharp edges. It's polished really well. I'm pretty happy with the fit and finish. I'm not one for like needing my tools to look amazing. I just want them to perform really well. You know, for instance, these Sears Japan offset wrenches. I like the angle here. That's what makes me buy these, is because of that sharp angle. You can use it one way or the other. I don't care how it looks. I do like the satin finish over polished because you don't get fingerprints and they're a little bit more grippy. But obviously, I'll buy a polished tool. I have a lot of them. The model number in USA is nicely stamped on here. Here's a Tecton screwdriver. And this is one I've used. It used to have this, you might be able to still see it, but the size, and it'll say made in the USA or USA. Here's a good one. And here's what happens when it's printed on. I mean, obviously, drivers get dropped, and it just wears that off almost instantly. So this is nice that it's stamped on there. I was looking for a little bit longer 1/4-inch drive ratchet. Anytime you get into a little bit longer, you know, I think swivel is the best option. You know, your standard is about 5 inches here. This is a Craftsman USA teardrop. And this teardrop ratchet comes in at about 5 1/8 inches long. Here's another Williams round head ratchet. Fine enough ratchet, you know, etching. That's what Williams did here, and I'm not a big fan. You can barely see it, but it does say USA on it. Anyways, again, a little over 5 inches. It just feels funny in the hand. It's fine for doing like something like this, but at length, when you start getting into length, you know, you want to get it further away, and you start holding it like this, and I just don't like that. I wanted something a little bit longer. It gets you the length, feels good in your hand. So this comes in at 8 inches, and what's notable about that is any kind of video you watch, like shout out to Jeff's Garage, he's done a review on one of these. His says, or he says his is about 10 or 11 inches. He shows it. What I'm saying is I think Williams has changed the length. I would have loved this to be 10 or 11 inches. Funny enough, it's listed at 7 inches. Well, it's 8. It comes in right at 8 inches, which is a nice, you know, medium for me. I'm very happy at 8 inches. I would have been happy at 7, but I'm even happier at 8. So that's a positive for me. But things that Williams do very nicely is their anvil tightness. But I don't know if you can see it, but it's solid. It does not wiggle. I mean, there might be a millimeter of play in there. Millimeter might be pushing it. The selector switch, I believe, is probably made out of pot metal. I mean, that's probably a negative on it. Let me take a magnet to it. And it's not magnetic. I'm guessing Z-Mag, whatever, like the Hot Wheels metal. It doesn't have a whole lot of movement from side to side. It doesn't have a recess for it. And if you look, I don't imagine you can see it here. There's a small little gap between the top of, or between the selector and the body of the the head of the ratchet. Who knows? It could be quality metal, but it doesn't seem like it to me. And if it's not, if it falls on its head like that, you could easily break that. They do sell replacement kits, and they're cheap. I think like 20 bucks for a replacement kit for one of these. The adjustable part of the head here, that's nice and tight. There's no detents on it, no lines cut in there, but it's nice and tight. It has a torque screw going through it. It's about perfect. I mean, it's not wobbly. Good amount of tightness there, and you can tighten it up if you want it tight. For head thickness, let's do the overall thickness here with the anvil. Comes in at 0.83. So that goes to show you. I mean, just look at the thickness of this tone is 0.797 thick. Now this one, or wide, I should say. This one 0.865. Yeah. Thickness of a round head is, or width of a round head is, the Craftsman in on the fun. We're looking at 0.94. Back drag on this is kind of tight. It's nothing to brag about. I think I can spin it about 10 degrees or so before it starts falling back. Let's hear it. It sounds solid. Doesn't sound hollow. A nice strong ratchet. I've heard about people pulling them, holding themselves on these and not breaking it and still being able to use it. I haven't seen a torque test channel done on one of these, but the lower the teeth count, forget about back drag. That has to do with paw engagement, in my opinion. The teeth count is what's going to get you your arc, your swing arc, and your strength. Now, the paw can have a bunch of teeth, engaged with the ratcheting tang, the mechanism in your paw that are engaging with that. You can recoup some of that strength. But overall, in general, what you got is low teeth count means more torque. I mean, that's just my opinion. It might be fact, it might be fiction. I might just be talking out of my you-know-what, but that's the way I see it. Back drag, like I said, comes in play, and that has to do with paw engagement, what spring there is in there. Different back drags for with the same amount of teeth. Like, not all 72 teeth ratchets have the same back drag. It has to do with your paw engagement and the mechanism and how they interact with each other. But anyways, this is kind of tight. My other Williams ratchets, they break in. My 1/4-inch Williams round head, I mean, that makes a much different noise. Here's a Tone. Might as well listen to that. That's 72 teeth in there compared to the 32 teeth Williams. Slightly different. And I can't remember if these Craftsman are 32 teeth. That's very crude. Some cons with this. Like I told you, the gap between the selector switch and the tool. The back drag is a con. Hopefully it works itself in. The handle thickness, that's probably a negative. It's very thin, compared to like a Craftsman here. And the Tone has got a little bit of thickness there, and even the Williams, but it's looking like 0.423. The material of the selector switch, again, that's a con on this. It's not available with the soft grip, which I'm not a big fan of the soft grip. I like a hard soft grip. Back to like the Tecton here and the old Snap-on. I like that. If I could have that on there, which I might do someday, I might customize this to have that on there. It would make this tool top notch. Another con is the warranty. Good luck. Duration, perfectly covered or not. What they will tell you is that it's a limited warranty. They only replace the ratcheting mechanism with sending you a new, or doing it themselves, I suppose, if you send it to them. I haven't had to warranty a Williams tool. I cannot get a straight answer out of them. What the warranty is, how long the warranty is, even see a written warranty. If your tool is not listed with a warranty, contact us. 15 to 20 emails back and forth with them. I haven't got a written warranty, or even their word about the duration. I haven't tried to warranty anything, so I won't knock them down too hard. I just knock them down for the customer service involved and the vagueness of their warranty that they do have listed. I believe that's it, guys. I mean, this is your Williams JHWM-52EHFA 1/4" Flex Head Ratchet, sealed head from Williams. I'm very happy with it.